Welcome to the Musar video blog. We're in the part of the Torah now with the stories of Avraham. And we all know Abraham kind of took on the world. The world was steeped in idolatry. Along comes one man, Avraham, and preaches to the world that this is lunacy. How can you worship these idols? The sun, the moon, statues that you've crafted with your own hands, parts of nature, things you've chiseled out by yourself. This can't be God. People wake up, recognize that there's one God, the master of the universe. And people didn't accept it. For the most part, he encountered tremendous opposition. Now, but I think at the core, it wasn't just about, give up your God and come to my God, because I think in the ancient world, people were used to that. One nation fought another nation, and the losers said, okay, we lost, we'll worship your God. So it's not the end of the world. Just let go of this God, worship that God. Not such a big change. We can handle it. So why then did he encounter such tremendous opposition? I think what lies at the core of all this is he wasn't just saying switch gods, but he was saying much more than that. You see, one of the things about idolatry is people make up the gods. They can chisel it out, pour the molten metal, make the form, and now they have their God. And the key point is that they make up the rules. They make up the God, and they make up the rules. They have sort of like their cake and eat it too. They have a yearning for God, and they satisfy it with this pseudo-spirituality, which they call an idol. And not only that, they continue on their depraved lifestyle because they make the rules. And if they decide that, well, for this God, you know how you serve him? You have a wild debauchery, or human sacrifices, or just kill people, or whatever, all kinds of degenerate behavior, and we can fit this right into the service of God. So we kind of do what we want. Comes along Avram and he says, no, you can't do that. There's one God, he makes the rules. You don't make the rules, he makes the rules. Avram brought conscience to the world. He brought something that the world couldn't handle. They couldn't tolerate this idea. Wait a minute. We have to give in to a higher authority. We can't do what we want to do. No way. We are not accepting this. We're going to fight to the bitter end. I think that's what lies at the core here. It's not so much the switch of God. It's the message that you have to submit your will to a higher authority. You have to change. You can't call it the way you want it to be. And that's an important lesson in all of our lives. Very often we are confronted with situations and we have this almost innate knee-jerk reaction to resist. I'm right. And suddenly we're just filled with justification for what we did, what we said, how we acted. It's against the grain to give in. So take a lesson from what Avram was bringing to the world and emulate his ways. That on a practical level, when we hear something, when we encounter something, pause. Give it a chance. Think, hey, maybe they're right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is something to the other position. It doesn't mean we're always wrong just because someone opposes us, but at least give it some thought, some consideration. Don't fall into that knee-jerk reaction of push back. I don't want to change. Change is very good. The next time we encounter this opposition, we see ourselves opposing, not wanting to acknowledge that maybe we did something wrong and maybe we have to change. Stop, think about it, and recognize the desire to change, the desire to maybe hear that I am not right. That's a sign of greatness. It's something we can all and should incorporate into our spiritual repertoire. See you next time.